it was necessary for us to understand the multiple causes for the constant resurgence of this call. It is, however, time to stop barking up a wrong tree and envisage instead what motions would have characterized such a conference were it to have taken place. In other words, it is time to act the national conference, not summon it. And I believe that this is what we're witnessing today in the ongoing encounters of regional groupings. There was an earlier one in Lagos a few months ago, and hopefully these will be followed by others. All the way north, northeast, northwest towards Maiduguri, Kano, when those beleaguered sectors have ridden themselves of the horrors of mindless insurgency. My reading of what that conference would have been then is this, that central to such gatherings, including this, would be the very antithesis of the word centralized. It would be decentralization. Begin to engage in policies and strategies of development that progressively render the center reduced in its ability to impede, for this is what has been the norm, reduce its ability to impede the pace and quality of development of the constituent parts of the nation. The constitutional envelope that currently holds the parts together should be pushed as far as possible without it actually bursting, leading to a vibrant competition and collaboration among its constituent parts. It is then left to the courts of arbitration to interpret those areas where it might appear that the envelope has been pushed too far. And let no one imagine that this is still the aberrant season of that third-term desperado and denier who defied the courts in their decision over the illegal seizure of the statutory revenue of Lagos State and some other states. The people now know what to do and have proved it. Lagos stood firm. Leadership is half the battle, but followership must also prove its mettle. Each regional grouping should, by its policies, declare an uncompromising developmental autonomy. I repeat, autonomy. Should leave the center only with its competence provenance, foreign policy, national security, and interstate affairs, including perhaps peace-subversive peace advocacy, but minus its propensity for inflicting hard seizure of unproductive human conquerors. There should be no further calls for a national conference. Let each regional grouping with compatible ideas of the ultimate mission, the future of the humanity for which they're responsible, begin to call the shots and relegate the center to its rightful dimensions in any genuine functioning federated democracy. Let each state call its own conference of peoples to articulate in just what direction they wish to direct their leaders and relate to the center and other states. Let each regional grouping and its member states single-mindedly project and pursue their strategies for the enhancement of the quality of life and the dignity of their peoples, quarry into their resources to extract the material required for their very existence, material that they can exchange among one another based on their spatial developmental advantages. In short, share among themselves areas of specialization, substituting strength for the weakness of their partners, expertise for deficiencies in one member or the other. Such collaborating states, let me stress, need not even be contiguous. What matters is to create a community of interests. Nigeria has proved too large and inefficient for the centralized identification and management of such human skills and human resources and material resources, the center having become increasingly bloated, parasitic, and alienated. Now is the time to put into practice that ancient saying, small is beautiful. We must return to the earlier days of creative rivalry that pronounces that vanishing past an interrupted project of promise, creativity, and productivity. Then it may be possible for your generation to say contentedly, even while the harvest is still distant, but the soil is seen to be cleanly prepared, the seeds implanted and germinating, to say to yourselves, mission accomplie.